Raise that fence, watch it grow. Charlie, let's go. Outback Tasmania, Outback Tasmania, yeah. Hey! The sun comes up, the kettle's on, another brand new day. Charlie waits beside the gate. Come on, mate, let's play. Radio Jonesy's got a plan. There's plenty left to do on this little hill beside the sea with an amazing view. We've got veggies in the garden, seedlings in a row. Every day's another lesson, watching everything grow. With a shovel and a smile, we're making dreams come true. There's no place I'd rather be than right here with this view. Take it slow, take it easy. One more dream is growing. We live here, Outback Tasmania, where the ocean meets the hillside under skies of blue. Working the land with these two hands, growing a life that's fresh and true. We live here, Outback Tasmania. Charlie running free beside the sea, from the garden to the beach. This simple life, it's all we need. Hey, hey. We built another garden bed, the greenhouse standing proud. The birds all sing a morning song, nature's singing loud. Tomatoes, beans, and pumpkins growing stronger every day, while Charlie keeps a watchful eye to scare the roots away. The wallabies keep looking with a twinkle in their eyes. They'd love a feed of lettuce, but our new fancy surprise. We'll share the land with wildlife, there's room enough for all. Just leave the veggie patch alone, that's our only call. One more fence, one more row, watch tomorrow grow. We live here, Outback Tasmania, where every sunrise paints another masterpiece. Working together, whatever the weather, finding joy in simple things. We live here, Outback Tasmania, where every season writes another song. If you're looking for a better way, come along, come along. Then we head down to the beach as the afternoon rolls in. Charlie chases waves while I wear the biggest grin. Salt air, sandy footprints, the ocean shining bright. Watching another Tassie sunset fade into the night. Fire's burning warmly, the stars begin to glow. Tomorrow brings another chance to plant another road. This little piece of paradise is more than just a plan. We're living dreams, living every day with an ocean view. Hey, hey, what I see. Hey, 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 watch it grow. Hey, hey, rock your blues. Come on, let's go. We live here, Outback Tasmania.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the world of the gardening centre. Sorry about that long intro. I just had the parcel dude turn up and I had to run to the door. So I got the longest song I had, which was 6 minutes. So, yes, I've been playing with some music. Hey, peoples, welcome to the stage. To the most, hang on, let me get this right. The gardener with the most information and research. Welcome to the stage. It is Shawnee Groves.
Hello, everyone. I have my tea ready for our chat today. Good to see you all. Yes. You know, Jonesy's Outback Tasmania is going to have to write a song about Shawnee Groves and Outback Tasmania for these intros on these shows.
Oh, we'll get that sorted later tonight, I am sure. How are we going after your wonderful live today?
Okay, so I felt pretty good about the party we had. We did a member celebration over on my channel because we have had that milestone membership thing unlocked for almost a year, roundabout way. I don't know exactly the date, but I thought it would be a good time to do sort of an easy live. You know, I go live Thursdays, 9 p.m. Central, where I custom stickers done right. Look at the fancy font on that, proudly Aussie made. Where I get into different stuff. Sometimes we do deep dive research things. Today was a game night, hang out, celebrate, you
Yeah.
know?
No, I was splitting firewood out the back, and I thought
Yeah.
it's got to be about 11:30. Like Shawnee will be live shortly, my time. Which was midday, and I looked at the clock, and it was about 10 past 12, and I thought, "Geez, I'm chopping this wood slow." So I grabbed the phone, put it on, stuck it in my pocket. I was listening. I split a few more blocks, and yeah, we had the coolest day of the year here yesterday, which was sort of
No.
getting me think. Yeah, getting me thinking about the cool weather crops and all the YouTube experts that you watch, and they're showing their channels from where they live, and they're doing their magic. And you think, you've got I don't know, 15 degrees Celsius warmth above me. So whatever that is in Fahrenheit, they got about, like, if it's about 5 degrees here, it's about 20 degrees where most of these people are filming in Sydney, or it's the people in the mountains in Victoria and Tasmania. They're the people who have got the cooler weather at the moment. So it's yeah, you can only grow with what you got, is what I'm saying. So you got to make the most of your opportunities, strike when it's hot, and enjoy, grow every day in every way.
There was a Are you gonna button?
Yeah.
There was a Aussie that had snow, I think.
Yeah, we had snow about 40 minutes drive away, and
Okay.
we've just got our work schedule for next week, which seems to be a pattern now of nothing on Tuesday, which is sort of pretty cool for me. So Monday, nothing on Tuesday, and then Wednesday. But Wednesday, I am working in the mountains
You're gonna work in the snow?
in the middle of winter. Oh
You
man,
need to bring good gloves. Do you have good waterproof warm gloves?
we've got waterproof gloves, but we've got the hand. What are those shakers? You shake the pack, and
Warmer?
yeah, hand warmers. And you stick them in your
Mm.
gloves, and your
Mhm.
hands cook. Yeah, we got those.
They cook for sure, yeah. Those are good for your toes and your sleeping bag when you're camping. Keep you warm.
I don't know what's in that. What sort of chemical reactions in that stuff? It can't be
There's
good
a
for
reaction. Yeah.
it's surely like I was sneezing. Once I started shaking them around, I started sneezing. I'm going, oh, there's something in here that's not right with my with me anyway. But yeah, the parcel did come. I've ordered some stickers, and I haven't even opened them up yet. They're still sealed in the
Okay.
packaging.
Careful what you're showing there, sir. Whoa.
Yeah. Well,
Okay, hold on. Hot hand warmers use an exothermic oxidation reaction, combining iron, oxygen, and water. When you open the outer package, air touches the inside mix and turns iron into rust, which makes the heat.
who would have thought?
What?
Rust.
Somebody put that in a packet. Iron powder, salt, water, activated carbon, and vermiculite. Whoa, that's in there?
Yes. Things you learn here at Outback Tasmania with Shawnee Grows, the researcher with the quickest typing fingers you could find.
Okay, so we just got to ask the right questions, right, folks? And then you got to
Yeah.
read a little. Oh, are these stickers for Outback Tasmania then, or are they for what?
I'm guessing they're here. No, they're for Outback Tasmania. Would you like?
Hmm.
I will do a.
Do you want to do a
It's
package opening here live, or do you want to save it, or?
no. We'll do it here live.
Hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's from a company, Oz Sign, and Oz
Well, that's how you
like
say that.
Oz Sign. Yeah, it's like Aussie. They go usually get Oz. Someone else has got that, so they've obviously come in with Oz Oz Sign, but it's pronounced Oz Sign. So even though it's O sign,
Yeah.
it's just the way they're doing
Thank
it.
you for that breakdown. They were trying to get me to say all kinds of weird things today in my Minnesotan accent in my live today.
I heard you. All right, I should have brought my handy dandy.
You got a knife on you?
Hang on, ASMR.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
oh gosh. We were talking about what that stands for the other day. Do you know what it stands for?
Sensory perception or something, isn't it? Um,
Autonomous
autonomous.
sensory meridian response.
That's it. All right.
Mhm.
Even
Refers
I have not seen these before. I'm
Oh,
excited.
yeah. So he's either gonna be really disappointed or really excited. Katie's Kitchen, Texas. Welcome to the show. Share it out with your friends. We are opening some mail over here in Tasmania.
Well, of course you get the standard
Oh yeah, the card.
logos. Yeah. So
Yeah.
look, so far so good. I'm pretty positive. Thank you for supporting a small Australian business. It's pretty cute, isn't it?
It's easy to read. It says that they're going to help you fix any problems. We like that reassurance as a customer.
Oh, they come back twice with your emails to make sure we were happy with what they sent.
The
All
Down
right.
Under Cruiser says, "Good day, mate. How are you enjoying your freezer? Question mark. Our fridge is quite cool. Good day, Shawnee. Good to see you, Down Under Cruisers. It is 64 Fahrenheit here currently in Minnesota.
Also got this little
Oh,
tag. I was
of course. Get a secret gift if you promote our business on the whatever Insta, I think it said.
there you go.
Instagram.
Scan the barcode, people. Tell them
No,
Tasmania sent you.
I can't stand scanning barcodes, FYI.
All
Get rid of
right.
those.
Well,
Okay. How do we feel what this is going to be? Let's see what Jonesy designed.
I'm feeling positive.
Mr. Graphic Designer over here. I think it's stickers, he said, for Outback Tasmania. Ace, howdy, welcome. Howdy, all, to our chat. We are
They
doing a parcel opening.
they
Okay.
are they are vinyl,
Vinyl, he says.
and you get what you send them.
Grey Wolf Outdoors Homestead 9962. Howdy, howdy, y'all. Okay, that is the image that he requested for his brand. What do we all think in the chat? Let us know. This is the new stickers.
Yes, Outback Tasmania with the tomato in the background and the water tank. It's where we are. The sunshine. Look at that. With extra Radio Jonesy in the bottom, just because I can.
Orange
like
font looks good.
it does, doesn't it?
Peaceful Des is in the chat, says, I want one, Jonesy. She sees stickers. She smells those stickers from over there.
Just got them out of the pack. Just got them, brand spanker, and they're a good size. Like, look at that.
That is a nice size. Brand new, everybody. He'd never seen them until just now. Just opened it, hot off the press.
Yeah, so and the parcel guy had to turn up right at the start of the live, knocking at the door, and I had to sign for it.
Yeah.
So I got a small sample. I got a
Okay.
small sample batch, which is pretty substantial. But
like 25?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See if they were up to the standard of what they say, and so far I am really impressed.
So the company that made them is called Ozsign.
Correct. Yep.
OSIGN.
Yes. Where are we? On the other side.
OSIGN. Ozsign. Mm-hmm. Peaceful Des was asking. Made in Aussie.
Yes. Proudly Aussie made.
With a little koala?
Yeah, isn't he cute, everybody?
Holding a flag. That's fun. Oh, good. 9 watching. We appreciate everyone here. Make sure you do hit the thumbs up. We are trying to do regular shows here to support Tasmania, growing food, and getting those watch hours, of course.
That's the old logo.
Pretty boring.
In with the new.
Ah, look at that.
And
big difference.
Yes. Anyway, I'm happy with that. We'll be posting these out. And yes, Des has been a wonderful supporter of the channel. She sent me all of her snowflake stickers.
Mm-hmm. Des has a wonderful collection. Peaceful Des goes live on Friday nights if you guys want to have a nice Know Me Homie chat. Check out her channel.
I knew I had something close by, Des.
Oh.
There we go. Look at that.
Look at the colors.
Peaceful Des.
Right on.
Anyway, and it's very, very flowery as well. Look at those. What are they in the background?
There are sunflowers. Mm-hmm. I don't know which type of sunflower. There's many different varieties. Peaceful Des says, I have a few things to send you as well, Jonesy.
Oh, Des. My sister from another mister. There you go. Yeah, and we're doing Des, I'm going live on this channel, not for the ad revenue, for the watch time, because I'm on the push to get this channel to the 4K. And I should have brought the book downstairs with the numbers, but I'm up to 1,300, I think. So I had a big jump of about 100 watch hours.
Okay, on the way to 3,000. He has a goal, Mr. Numbers over here, to reach that by the end of the year, if I remember correctly.
That's correct. I got about 6 months to do it, to get my finger out and start working hard. Hence, you'll see me live. You'll see me live today and tomorrow, at the same time tomorrow, by the way. Mm-hmm. Sorry, Des, you'll have to end your live early tomorrow. I think you'd probably be about 3 hours into it by this time. Would that be correct, Des? Just joking anyway. That was a joke, Des. Don't. Des has lives that go forever. Either the hangout with Peaceful Des is quite a nice hangout of like-minded, friendly people who are all doing their thing. So here we go. Let me just do an update right this very minute. Oh,
we're going to get the total.
I was 2 hours off. 1,298.
Okay.
The official
today's total watch hours.
And I'm pretty happy with that because seriously, I've only been trying for 2 months. Even though the channel is over a year old, I really didn't get into the seriousness of the channel focusing on doing content, proper content, like regular content and content that I feel that was deserving to be put out there. And doing what I do, there's only so many little projects that I can get up to.
So you started gardening seriously 2 months ago
Yes, that's
with
correct.
effort and plan. Possibly
Yeah,
not in the right timing window, but we're going to work on that.
that's exactly right. That's exactly right. The winter is here in its full force. It's
Mm,
mild compared to Minnesotan winters. And I was
I
sitting
agree.
down. I was sitting down on my last video, and I was thinking the sun was out. It was nice. How many weeks away to spring is it? And I just off the cuff went, oh, it's about 6 weeks, I reckon. And then I paused the video and I went to check it out, and yes, I was 6 weeks away. So little ticking time bomb up here is going. Hurry up and get your seedlings growing in the in the little greenhouse, because it's you need to get them up.
Ace,
Yes,
howdy. Sorry. Go
see
ahead.
what Sean wrote. See what Sean wrote.
Yeah, making jokes.
Yes, very funny, Sean. Actually, that's not a bad idea. I might get some made up and play a few of my Outback Tasmania music. I got a whole album ready to release with this music, I tell you.
Oh boy.
And it's funny, like I've discovered the new system on how to do it without being connected financially to one of these music platforms. So
Generators.
yeah, they all, to download the song, they all want you to you get maybe
Buy.
one download, and then they give you a second song, and it's much better than the first song. Like they usually give you 2 songs to sample, and it's quite amazing that the good one always comes out second, and then they want you to pay X amount per month to be able to download so many songs. Well, the beauty of this, and I'm letting the cat out of the bag, is that if you get yourself a good recording system, like a good audio recorder, like you pick any one you want, Adobe, whatever one you want, and you record their sample, and you go, yeah, I like that. If you read their fine print, they'll say stuff like, you don't own the copyright to it until you financially member of the channel. But if this is going into the Google's thingamajig, well, they need to lift their game, because I can tell you for now, none of it gets demonetized. I've had them on most of my channels, all these songs, and successfully downloaded. Some of them I've downloaded officially from their official 1 or 2 versions from that one platform, and then you had to pay. But, it's like everything in life. There's usually a way around things. You can walk the long way around to get there. You don't have to go the freeway all the time and pay the toll. So, yes, enjoy life. We were going to talk about serious points. Is that for tomorrow's one, or is that for today's one?
I think the email is for tomorrow's topics, and I could
Yeah.
still talk about things today. I got a different email. I could talk about stuff if you don't have anything on your mind, but you can ask me
Oh,
questions.
we'll save that subject for tomorrow's. It's a pretty important subject, especially
Yeah.
if you're a YouTuber. Surprisingly, another video popped into my feed straight after that. Like, is it a coincidence, or is the algorithm knowing your every move? Because
Are
my
they
feed, I got a random channel popped up I've never had no connection with, and it was his channel was hacked.
same thing? Oh no, what? They're reading our emails now?
I do not know, but that comes straight into my feed. So I watched his video and I felt sorry for the guy. And talking
Okay.
about getting hacked, my computer's going crazy with, I got to pay for this
Well,
thing I've already paid for.
Ace Howdy says 161 days left till 2027. So we are counting down. He's going to get 100 hours a week, I think is what the math is for him to be successful
Yep,
in achieving the goal of a 4th channel being monetized. That's why we kind of get into some YouTube shop talk on these shows as well as gardening.
that's right. And it's a good mix, because it's growth in 2 different ways. It's growth in your YouTube journey, and it's growth in the garden. And we all enjoy both, to be honest with you.
Your background's a little different. You've got a light on that normally isn't on, I feel like.
Yeah, you're correct. I've got a light on in the little lounge roomy thing out here where Charlie was misbehaving, so I shut the door. There is a family member off to Japan in a number of days, so she was looking for luggage. Where's your luggage, Dad? And I said, you go buy your own. And she come down looking for luggage in the downstairs cupboards here. So she's got plenty of money. She can buy her own. Or maybe there's not enough time. Maybe she's going to take luggage with an Outback Tasmania sticker on it. If she's going to take mine, it's going to go around that carousel in Japan, and people are going to say, Outback Tasmania? What the heck is that? Oh, man. I'm getting pop-ups on my screen. Go
Okay. We, in our last episode, if you haven't been keeping up with these lives, we were discovering some planting schedules for Tasmania, and I think the town was called Hobart. Is that correct?
That's correct, yes.
Yeah,
That's the capital of the island. Yep.
capital of the island. Okay. He was mentioning it has similar weather patterns to him. And so we were trying to peek at it and go, okay, are you on track with your timing? And some of it was yes. You can be coming into planting a few things and you do have it going, getting your onions in, getting your peas in, for example. But then you said the weather got cold. So that makes me nervous for plant babies.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, right now, if we look at our long range forecasts, right now is the next number of weeks. There's about 3 weeks now with the single digit temperatures as in Celsius, and then there's the jump to the 15s, and then there's after that we jump towards maybe 17 if we're very lucky, and then when summer comes around, we could get to about 26. That's usually the routine after a number of years here. It seems to
60s and 70s are such good temps Fahrenheit for the translation.
I quite enjoy those temperatures. A lot of people love those temperatures and move here for that reason, because of either they're stuck in that humidity of the equator, like those areas. And there's a funny car out the front looking at me talking in the microphone. Hey, buddy, how you going?
All right, we've got the street watch. Every time we do this show, we get to hear and see what is going on the road.
I need a camera out the front. Need a camera.
Then we can just switch to it and go, what? His road is unique, and so when there's weird cars misbehaving, it's exciting.
It is. It's different. It makes you look. Wonderful news too. One of my ex-neighbors. Remember, I was telling you about my neighbor who was moving to Sweden for a little while, and then going to Brisbane or Queensland, actually the Sunshine Coast, Noosa of all places, which is a beautiful location. But Noosa is full of trendy, upmarket, rich people with millions of dollars live in Noosa, if you know what I mean. Like, it's not like the average Joe with his little backyard block. A little backyard block there costs a fortune. Well, his parents were living there, and their little child was born in Tasmania, and they wanted to spend at least 12 months with them, and then 12 months with being in Sweden with her family. And the great news is he contacted me because I've been saving a lot of his stuff, and he's been telling me to sell it, get rid of it, don't hold it, get rid of it. And then he calls me up and says, hey, guess what? Have you sold any of your stuff? I said, not really. I've given away one thing. And he says, oh, I'll keep it because I'm coming back. I'll be back in about a month.
No way.
Yeah, he can't get enough of Tasmania. He didn't realize, he said exact words were, he didn't realize how good it is here until he went back to the mainland. And then he was in Sweden, and he went, oh, my Lord, Sweden's a problem with mass migration and all that sort of stuff, like.
Yeah.
He didn't like anyway, we won't get into politics, but he didn't like, he thought Sweden was going to be like Swedish massages and going into hot springs and getting into a
Cheese,
sauna. Yeah,
pretzels, and
and running through green fields. Well, no, it was like thousands of people that don't belong there were there.
yeah.
And he just went, "Oh man, I got to get out. I can't let my son grow up here. Let's get out of here." And then he went back to Brisbane, and then he spent his time there. And he went, "Oh my god, what am I doing here? It's too hot, even though
Too
it's
hot.
winter. It's winter right now. Smack bang in winter. It's too hot. He wants to come back here." And his lovely wife is from Sweden. Said, "Yeah, let's do it. I love this place." So they're not going to be living. They're about 3 towns around, and I am their unofficial
Ride to the
god.
airport.
No, yeah, but godfather to the child. And
Oh,
if they need a babysitter one night, we do that, and we've been doing that already. But it's great news because he's coming back, and so
okay.
yeah, we're looking forward
Will
to it.
Will he do an interview for your channel where you talk about why you live in Tasmania?
He probably will sit down and have a chat.
You
Actually,
know what I'm saying?
yeah, for sure. He and that is a big selling point in my YouTube journey is talking about Tasmania. Believe it or not, a lot of people want to hear it. He's a good tennis player, and he's trying to get me to join the Burnie Tennis Club. You know how my fitness levels? I said, you know how my fitness levels were down, and he said, "Come on, you come over and play on Tuesday nights."
Oh.
And I go, you know what? I might just do that because you only live once. I might join this club and become a professional tennis player at the age of 60, playing in the seniors competitions.
We will hear a report back on Jonesy's tennis game.
I'm thinking there's good content there. Seeing the big boy run around tennis court, but getting
You
the
could film some of it, yeah.
well, they got like a club, they got like a proper clubhouse, and it's like the international Burnie International Tennis Tournament is like world renowned. Like players from all over the world come here to play it. It's like a junior satellite circuit. It's like if you're in the top, say, 100 tennis players in the world, you would not come to Burnie to play. But if you're in the 500 to 100, you would come here because the prize money's like, say, you get say 25,000 first prize here. Then the next tournament's only just down a couple of cities away. You get like 30,000 there, and then like, there's like a good circuit here where you can make some. Yeah, the average Joe who gets knocked out after about 3 rounds can make $1,000. So it's pretty good. It's not bad money for hitting the tennis ball around if you're a good player.
Jonesy likes to make some good money too. All about that money.
Yes, well, I used to be. That used to be my goal in life, was to be in the big shiny house, in the big fast sports convertible, or everything was going to be good, big, and look at me, look at me, look at me. And then one day, I don't know, when I was around 40, I realized life is way too short to be a show pony, or
Mhm.
life's about living, and get out and enjoy what you have with who you're with, and just
So
really enjoy yourself.
that is a really good message. Down Under Cruisers wants to make a point that Jonesy does live in Tasmania, if you haven't caught on to that, and everything is weird there, and that Jonesy is a granddad and needs some energy to keep up with the grandkids, just saying.
Yes, and one of the grandkids is 18. Let me say that. 18. Shows you how old I am when my grandson's 18. I can
That's
take him down to the pub and having a beer with him officially.
It's fast cars and hot chicks when you're 18.
Well, he's got himself a hot chick, unfortunately, or fortunately, whichever way you
Oh,
So he's either going to be very happy or he's going to be married at a very young age.
miserable. No, I'm just kidding.
And if you're watching this young fella, you know He's a good kid. They were going off into the big smoke into the city of Sydney for like a 3-day
Oh,
friends party, like a
sure.
bunch of people doing the good thing in the middle of Sydney. So, hey, Pop, can you lend me some money for my birthday? And I said, I've already put money in your account, even though you probably don't even look at it. And then he opens up his account and he says, I never look at my account because mum puts in X amount of money a week for him to spend. And he just assumes he can only spend that money. And then
Well,
he's
that
done.
is a bad money habit, everyone. You should always monitor your bank account activity with your
Yeah,
eyes.
that's it. He says, thank you very much, Pop. I'm going to have a great time now.
Oh, look at you, hero.
Anyway, he's a good kid.
We
And yeah.
we went to the garden today, Jonesy. Of course.
Yes. I've seen pictures
I
on
did
you.
have a harvest. Yeah.
Yes, I've seen those pictures. You had a few potatoes and beans and a few other things, I'm sure.
Tomatoes, cucumbers, kohlrabi. Yeah. So I had the full intention of spending my regular 3 hours there. We're planting the fall garden, speaking of cold crops. So I had 3 trays of plants that I had started indoors and had hardened off to find a home for out at the garden. As I'm pulling into the driveway to park, I smell antifreeze. And I go, oh, okay. So I go to the front of the vehicle and I'm listening, and you can hear a strange hissing sound that is not normally there. And so I'm daring to pop the hood, and I kind of wait till it calms down a little because I don't need hot antifreeze in my face. And I called my husband and I explained it to him. And I go, remember, I told you I felt like this, that, and the other thing were going wrong. Is it the water pump thermostat gasket failing? We had already done a flush on the radiator because it had been doing weird things. I'm starting to panic. I know I'm going to have to get a ride back home. This van is not going to get driven. Exactly. And we had just got the van back roadworthy the last week. I've been driving it every day again. So now it's plant as many things with a purpose in a spot and then get out of there, because otherwise I'm going to miss my ride home. And I did get 2 trays planted, barely watered them in, did a little bit of weeding, did that little bit of harvest, and then I had to get out of there. So it was not an enjoyable like gardening session. It was a panic. I tried to film it. Phone was on 10% battery. Okay. So
Just
there's
so, yeah, that's no good when those things happen. Just say how long before you'll be based in that sort of area, or you'll be out of where you are now and over there. How far away?
Christmas.
Christmas. So you still got
Hmm.
months. Yep. So
Yep.
if post gets mailed to that address where you're at, it'll still get to you before.
I can give you the new address too. It's only you
Yeah.
though. Nobody else. And so
There's
after
a thumbnail right there. There's a thumbnail.
oh
Hey.
no, whatever. We've been trying to come up with different thumbnails, and it's been a fun game Jonesy's been playing with me. So after work, Mark did during his lunch when he came to pick me up to take me back home. We found a hole in the hose. You could stick your finger right through it. And so he replaced the hose after work, and the van's back here now, and it wasn't leaking. So it was just a hose at this point. Now, ask me in a week if it's still just fine. So the plan tomorrow is to get back to planting.
Well, 7 minutes ago, Des said, "Sorry, I need to go." So if we've missed you, Des, I'm sorry. And the answer to your question before was yes, I'm downstairs, and no, I'm not out the back anymore. Check out the channel; you'll get to see all that sort of, especially on Outback Tasmania. You'll see all the ins and outs of what's going on the urban homestead.
So I was able to plant 2 different types of broccoli, some cabbages, different types of lettuce that are more winter hardy. You know, when we get the names of North Pole or
Uh-oh. Shawnee froze, I hope. Or is it, I mean, I don't hope. Is that me or Shawnee? It could be. So I'll go to the bottom of the chat. Serena, yep. Yep, she's froze. Okay, thank you. I wasn't sure whether it was me, but you want to probably drop out and come back in, Shawnee, if you can hear me, because you got a lovely look there. Hang on, we could get a great thumbnail. Or maybe I got to go over this side. Ah, she's gone. Missed my opportunity. I was going to do the old wet willy. Yeah. Okay. Let me just, sorry about not reading the chat, but yes, thank you, Serena, and we will see you again. Sean goes, I hear you not, Shawnee. I've got the star of the show down here at my feet, which if anyone wanted to know what the weather is like today, I'll just move the camera and not make you nauseous. It is overcast, grey, gloomy, rain. Yeah, that's the day. And then my little seedlings that are here on the windowsill, let's have a look. I've got 5 popping up now. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 2 there. 1 there. So they are peppers or capsicums sitting on the windowsill. I'm giving them a chance to grow in a warmer room. I'm going to get a heat mat. That's going to be my next experiment. And this bloody thing's died on me. So I've got a technician who said he can look at it for me. So I'm going to get that looked at. I missed that camera. And what else can I show you from the studio? Dun, dun, dun. It is Charles, my faithful companion. So there we are. Ooh, there's my... See, there's 2 hats there. You got the cap, and then you got the sort of, I don't know what you call the other one, the bonnet style hat, like the AC/DC Brian Johnson style. Well, that one is from St Andrews in England, from the golf course. And the other hat's a MySex one that was autographed, but probably about 7 years ago, 8 years ago, and the autographs faded, sadly. I'll have to get Murray Burns, the mastermind from this fabulous band. There we go. As we slowly turn around, oh, we got some sponsored material there. So, back onto there, nice and slow. Thanks, Katie. All right, get that a bit lower. Sadly, I need to either invest in another webcam. I'm quite enjoying doing lives again, which is great. So, who here in the chat has seen any of my content on this channel, Outback Tasmania? And what's your thoughts on what I'm up to and what I'm doing out the back? It's well, that's pretty cool. It's praying mantis. That's the guy out of the MySex band, Dom Martin. Don Martin. All right. And we've got sitting on 13, feels like 7. My computer says we're at 10 right now here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the world, welcome to the stage, the superstar of the gardening world.
Hi, back. Okay, so you want to keep talking gardening, or do you want to go over some headlines I just read from YouTube Creator Land?
Yeah, let's go there. YouTube Creator Land.
This is saying YouTube will now build you an algorithm from a prompt. Custom feeds are rolling out in the US. Oh, sorry, Tasmania. Uh, just so, like, I don't know where this is or how to use it yet, but it says describe an audience, and then YouTube generates a recommendation feed for them in seconds. It's been tested by some of the gurus. It's like an edge for creators doing audience research to kind of like tune yourself to who you want your audience, what audience you're looking for. Like I said, I've never played around with this. And then there's a policy update that I need to read.
Well, Shawnee's frozen again. Well, let's
Can you hear me?
yeah, I can now. Yes, the audio is back, but you are frozen.
Hello?
Let's do a thumbnail. Hang on.
Anybody?
I can hear you. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay, now I can hear you. Things keep going crazy.
Well, usually it's me.
I'm waiting to see if the glitch stops.
Yeah, there we go. It stopped. You are back.
Okay.
I see movement.
The policy I need to read is what counts as inauthentic content now. YouTube put out its clearest definition of inauthentic content, and I haven't read it yet. So this would mean stuff that keeps you from being monetized.
Yeah, inauthentic means that button that you click that says, is any of this AI material in this content? And you go, yes. Well, that's inauthentic. Unless you can prove otherwise. But
Controversial cruising, welcome in.
Scott. Hey, guess what, Scott? We got right at the start of this live, the postman Pat turned up at the door. He went, knock, 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 knock. And the brand new stickers arrived. So this is what you're waiting on. And Outback Tasmania, look at that beautiful Tasmanian devil with his leather jacket. Well, he's been upgraded, my friend, to a glossy vinyl.
Take the comment down so we can see it better.
Okay, take the comment down. Yes, very good. I'm bad at that.
There you go.
Let me do it.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. Look at those fingernails. I actually cleaned that one.
Ooh, those are a beauty, mate. Controversial cruising says.
There's a beauty, mate. It's a Bobby Dazzler. And crikey, he's a cracker. Look at the sunset in the background. And that palm tree over there. Yeah, don't get many palm trees down here, but yeah, I'll take that. So we'll go back to this one. Yeah, they come in, and I'm pretty happy with them, mate. I'm probably going to get. I'll get an array of different stickers through this company now. They're a little bit more expensive than you can get out of China, but they are Australian made, and I'm pretty happy with that. And you know what's funny about that, Shawnee? If you're not frozen,
I don't know what's funny about that.
where them stickers come from, a place about a mile away from where I used to live 2 properties ago. So there was a brand new area getting developed as housing. And I just looked at that postal address and I went, holy crikey, I could have walked there and picked them up where I used to live. But anyway, that's another story for another day.
Right on, yeah.
So your live went well, obviously, today. You had a good crowd of people in.
And we held the crowd, you know, when you're looking at your graph of when someone comes into a video or live, usually there's 3 sections where people sort of dip out. Maybe it's in the beginning, you didn't hold their attention at all right away. Maybe we don't want those people watching our stuff that need constant reassurance. Then there's another spot where maybe you didn't change the topic enough, or in a video, you didn't change the video movement enough, and they dip out. Gandalf, it's good to see you. We were able to get into our members' story. We have 4 more chapters left, I think, and then the story will be over, and I will film me reading the entire book of this garden tale that we've been getting into. I see Simon is here. Yes, I can barbecue. Great to see you. Gandalf is still over at Steve's on panel and will just be lurking.
Thanks, mate. I'm just doing the lovely connection. This is a good time for me if I do not go to work on a Friday. This is my time, Friday afternoon. I knew I wasn't working this time yesterday. I planned on a live for tomorrow, and the way things are looking, until the contracts where we work get sorted out one way or another, I will know I'm either going to be very casual at work. So I've got to do a YouTuber thing, which a lot of YouTubers are doing recently, and saying, I'm not earning enough money. I've got to get out on YouTube and start putting out content and go on live every 5 minutes and send me a super chat, send me this and send me that. And let's do the wheel spin and let's do this. And the winner of this live.
All the giveaways. Yeah.
Free sticker. But anyway, yeah. But beauty, mate. Jeez, you couldn't meet a nicer guy than this guy. I'm telling you now, it's just a shame our times don't. Oh, look at this. Yes, I can barbecue. Well, it's definitely not here, my friend. Good to see you, Simon. And welcome in. I'm just having a bit of a chat about YouTube. And so you were going on about the secondary email you had, and that's, did it go funny then? You're talking about the algorithm and the you're gonna feed it. You're gonna tell them you want gardeners, you want people who are urban homesteaders, or you want whatever you want, and that's gonna do the thing for you.
Some kind of, I have to figure out where this is. It was an email explaining that you, in the US, you're able to build a prompt to trigger the algorithm towards a specific type of audience, whatever that means, right? So who are my audience? Who's your audience? You know, like, am I looking for a certain age of gardeners or level of gardeners? I'm not looking for just Minnesotans. I mean, come on.
Yeah, look, your specialty is gardening. That's it. See the handle that I was on your live before, when I had Outback Tasmania, then I come back in as Radio Jonesy, and you notice the handle was different.
Tasmania, I think, is what's on there now, right?
Yeah, because that was the tip I had a few weeks back, that wow, Simon, that's hot for that time of night. Yeah, I was told that your handle will be a resource, a bigger input into the resource where they put you out. So do I really want Tasmanians watching me? Well, I'll take anyone at the moment, but my audience seems to be overseas market, where people think I'm an oddity from being from a place called Tasmania. So I'm running with that. I'm a bit of an oddity at the best of times, but I will take the. I go searching for Tasmanian gardeners too. I actually went on.
That would be good for you.
Yeah, there's only a handful of channels that do it. One of the professional guys, I'm going through his catalog. It could be like it's 5 years of it, you know, and you just got to go to the winter stuff and then the spring stuff and the summer stuff. And he's in Hobart as well. He's actually a gardener at the botanical gardens. So he's actually the gardener, the main gardener there, and he does work for the ABC, which is the Australian Broadcasting Commission, on their gardening show, which is called Gardening Australia. So the Gardening Australia, you could be watching that, and like I was saying before, you'll get a lovely bloke from Brisbane or from Adelaide or from Perth, and their climates are way different from what we got here. So anything that they want to promote and talk about and grow this and grow that at whatever stage that they're in the season doesn't really relate to us here. So it gets a bit, I'll watch it, and then I might skip it and say, I'm not going to grow pineapples. Why am I going to worry about that? And I'll just move on, but it is interesting. Yeah, Gardening Australia, they're pretty cool.
Their video that they posted a day ago, pro tips on getting the best out of winter vegetables, gardening Australia. But you're saying they're gardening where it's warm.
No, there are people that do the content for them. One's in Tasmania, one's in Perth, which is like similar to Sydney on the same. They're one side of the western side of the Australian mainland, the other one's on the eastern side of the mainland. They've got the same weather conditions. Then you got the Queenslanders who can grow anything. They can just spit a seed out of it, whatever, and it'll start growing.
Okay.
And you're talking about tomatoes before, the black ones. I forget
Yeah.
my daughter's growing these black ones. They're coming up black and purple. They look fantastic, and she's got them in little pots in a little courtyard where she lives in Brisbane. And she's going, Dad, look what I'm growing. I've got capsicums. I've got tomatoes. I've got carrots. I've got yada yada yada. I go, you should try this. I go, we can't grow them here right now. It's just too cold. Need grow lights and heat pads and all the things that are going to cost you money to. If you want to do it for a hobby or for a purpose, or if you're doing it for a financial thing, you would not do it, because you wouldn't spend that money to try to grow. Like I heard you before saying a packet of seeds for carrots cost you what, $5 or something, but if you grow the maximum out of those, you'll get like what, $35 worth of carrots or $55 worth of carrots.
That was so interesting to hear other people's input on that. So my example was, you bought a packet of seeds for carrots for $3.99, $3.99, and you got 35 pounds of carrots in your harvest. And it would have cost me specifically $35 at the store to buy 35 pounds of carrots. And other
Yeah.
people were saying it was $70 to $100 to buy 35 pounds of carrots, when all I spent was the $3.99 for the seeds. That's just one crop and one example of success that you can have in gardening.
That's it. And then if you grow them yourself, the storage time is a lot longer, because the storage, when you buy food from a vendor or a store or a supermarket, it's probably been grown 6 months beforehand, and it's been like stuck in gas chambered refrigerating systems to keep it as fresh as they can, and then it all gets diverted out and farmed out to the supermarkets, bagged and packaged, and you're not getting the freshest of food or vegetable. When you grow it yourself, the taste is different, and you know what's gone into the soil, and you just know everything about it. So it's a completely whole new ball game of taste sensations, of enjoyment of doing it, of all the sort of, the richness of putting the organics into the soil yourself, all this sort of stuff. Like, I'm a newbie, so I'm starting to realize all this stuff right now in the gardening world. I used to watch my grandfather and my father, and I used to think they're out there with the pitchfork and they're loosening up the soil, and they're turning it, and then they're chucking in the chook manure, and then this is proper chook manure from someone's chook aviary, where they got the birds, and he's like, these days they want you to go down and buy the pelletized stuff from the big box store, and they want you to do this from there, and it costs you this amount of money. Whereas really it can cost you nothing if you've got the birds handy, or somewhere where you can get rid of their waste. I mean, that is gold. That stuff is the compost king of fertilizer. And when the penny drops and you start realizing that sort of situation, that you can actually say even 5 birds in your backyard, you'll get a handful of eggs, you'll get the best fertilizer you're ever going to need anywhere, really. You chuck that in your compost, you chuck straw in there, you mix it all up, and you shovel it all out eventually. You put it in your compost, it starts to break down with all the other organics that you're putting in there, and you can grow. You can, like I said before, you could spit a seed into it, and anything will grow. The stuff is that good.
Yeah, it'll have a good balance of nutrients. The dark tomato conversation, I don't have experience growing a whole bunch. The ones that we were talking about in down home backyard gardening was Black Beauty beefsteak and then a blue
Yeah,
cherry.
yeah,
And what's fascinating about her seed shop, she has a seed shop and she sells those seeds on Etsy. What's fascinating is with your conversation of using an animal's excrement to feed your garden, she washes her tortoise once a week and she uses the water from the washed tortoise
yeah.
bath to feed
Mhm.
her plants because it has nutrients in it. Just like if you were to grow sprouts and then you use that water that you dump out of the sprouts, you would use it on your plants because there's little nutrients in there, microorganisms that are good for plant health and the immune system and the soil and everything.
Yep.
It really opens up a huge rabbit hole once you start gardening. The math of the price benefits, the health benefits, the mind and body benefits, and then you the variety option. You can grow all kinds of different varieties that you've never seen or heard of before compared to what the store offers.
Exactly. Um, yeah, here, like I'm trying to go through. Here's a picture from June the 2nd. So it's about a month and a bit away. That's just in
Well,
the
those
courtyard.
are tomatoes over
Yeah,
there. Wow.
in her courtyard in the middle of winter. And yeah, Dad, we can grow them, and blah blah blah. And then she should have sent me more pictures of her garden, but these are just the ones. And then she's got lettuce growing up. She had this wonderful plastic uh, tub, like you can grow like a raised garden bed, but it's only about 4 foot long by a foot wide, and it's sort of like for little corners of your yard if you want to grow a few lettuce or whatever. And she was wondering what I should grow in it, and then she's showing me on the filming it, and I'm saying, "What's that growing there now?" And she says, "I don't know." I said, "That looks like lettuce." She said, "I wouldn't eat it. You wouldn't know what been in there before. Like why would I eat that?" And I said, "Just let them grow." And then she goes, "Well, okay." And then apparently someone must have had lettuce in there and it bolted and must have dropped seeds.
Possibly, yeah.
And she had a whole bunch of cost lettuce growing up in this little thing. And she went, "Wow, this is amazing." Yeah, you
Oh,
can.
yeah. We've had lettuce go to bolt in the backyard here in town when we were heavily gardening here at the rental, and it had dropped its seeds wherever it wanted. We went through an entire winter, and in the spring, I had a lovely, beautiful patch of baby lettuce greens that came up all on its own. And that really taught me a couple things about just letting things go and not making the garden look so prim and perfect and crisp and clean, because bolting plants can get ugly, right? It can get wild and weird, but it can also bring things in like different beneficial insects. And then
Yeah,
I just got food planted when I didn't have to go out and put it in. Nature took care of it. The other point of it is not disturbing the soil. If I would have dug in there and covered a bunch of stuff up and done a bunch of things, those seeds would have been rustled around. They wouldn't have had the right temperature, air, water, moisture, sunlight happening at the right time because of the 5 things to have a seed germinate. It was a beautiful lesson.
yeah. I used to go live at 5 myself on Radio Jonesy every Saturday, and then I had a good little audience there for a while. And then this channel decided that they wanted to do live at 5. Like anyone can go live at any time they like. There's no lock, stock, barrel. You cannot lock a time in and say, this is my time. Nobody else can go live because I am live. Like, I understand all that. But this channel went live, like not Sorrel. They do a lot of giveaways. Lazy days ahead. And the jams and pickles and books and different things. It's their thing. They just like to give away stuff. Don't ask me how they afford to post everything, but they don't post nothing overseas. But the big kicker for me with them guys, and they're lovely people. They talk to me all the time. They call me the Tassie Devil. You know, like I come onto a different live or whatever. They're on there. They say, "Oh, there's a Tassie Devil, Radio Jonesy." You know, like it sort of sounds a bit funny to a few of the Bible Belt sort of people, you know, when they say
When
that.
you say the word.
Yeah. But anyway, but long story short, they come on and they said, nobody's live at this time. We're going to do our live at this time because it's a great time to go live. And probably 2/3 of my audience went there to get free giveaways or go in the draws. Or I will never forget that. It's just, and it's not an angry thing. It's just a thing that happens in your YouTube journey. You know, like you think you could be on a good thing, and then someone else comes along with something bigger and better, and your good thing is not a good thing anymore, and it slides out that back door with that audience. And yeah, but I've moved on, definitely.
You made an observation, you do the change. You know, as a creator, you might have this time locked in where people could count on you on this day at this time, because we always hear about that word consistency when we are a creator on YouTube. And then something happens and you have to change. But guess what? You get to meet a whole new pool of people. You get to
That's
have
it.
a whole different audience, a new conversation on a different day and a different time.
And it's like if I didn't do this, I would never have met you, for one.
Mhm.
And it's like a weird relationship that someone like me from Tasmania, who's was into the music scene heavily and doing everything but gardening, would be getting a friendship with this young lady sitting next to me here, who's a young mother doing good things in her life. And I don't know why we hit it off, but we get on pretty well. So I'm very happy to say that this young lady, he's part of my YouTube journey, which I'm pretty sure you could say the same about us, because when we were doing the Radio Jonesy and the Shawnee Grows Let's Get to the 4K challenge, that was a fun 12 months in our YouTube journeys.
It's great to have like the back and forth with someone as a creator during a goal, during a challenge, during something. You can cheer each other on, compare notes, compare what's happening, and it kind of does push you. Like as people, we get motivated in different ways, right?
That's it. And to answer this question, no, Serena, they're definitely not a urban animal. They hide out into the countryside. Their thing is to be like in the wilderness, or they hear a human and they will run away from you. But if they hear you crying in pain with a broken leg or you've been wounded or something, and then 4 or 5 of them start circling you, you're in a lot of trouble. But they're only little animals. They're like picture a Tasmanian devil as a hyena, a little chunky hyena who's going to take an opportunity when it arises. Who's going to their job in the landscape is to clean up the floor of the forest. So any animal that's sick or dying or dead, they clean them up really good.
Like a turkey vulture.
They can crush bones. Their jaws are powerful. Yes. And to hold one at the vet, like I got a picture here. Let me get this picture. Not the vet, at the zoo. I went to the zoo.
It's like, What are we doing at
And
the vet holding animals?
to the zoo and I grabbed one for a picture. I'll show you.
Okay. Well, while he's finding the picture, this week at the garden property, I came across a dead baby skunk. Guess how I found it? You could smell it. I don't know what happened. I wasn't interested in putting gloves on and dissecting and investigating on how it got to this point. I just got my shovel and I took it out to the field and I dug a hole and I buried it so I didn't have to smell it anymore. And then I had been and then I had been taking the woven ground cover off of where we had the faba beans to prep it to plant the fall crops that I talked about earlier, and then got cut off. So I don't even know what you guys heard, but there was 4 baby mice that got a stirrup hoe because we can't be having that everywhere. It's been a lot of activity this week.
Wow.
Yeah. Did you find your picture?
Yeah, I found it. I'm just trying to get the camera right.
Okay.
Go without making people woozy. So
Aw.
that there is a baby Tasmanian devil. He's asleep, and I'm holding him.
So cute.
They are when they're little, and they are cute when they're big too. But
Everything's cute until it opens its mouth. Then it's not cute.
yeah, no, he was. And like to get that photo, honestly, see at the
Zoo Aquarium Association.
yeah. Well, this is at the Tasmanian Zoo.
Oh boy, you're making me sick. Tasmania Zoo. Yep.
All right, sorry about that. But, yeah,
Okay.
they say like to get that picture, which is pretty cool. I think it's only $25.
Oh my goodness.
You can hold him. You hold him for about I don't know 5 minutes. She lets you talk to it, smell it,
Okay.
pat it, you know.
Yeah.
And then so while you're there, you go, well, I'll check out. And another day, you can see the change of outfit. I got this wonderful hat. Me little that's I got that. That's a Austin, Texas hoodie that I got when I was in Austin. But then, dun, 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 look at the claws.
Mm. Yeah. For digging in dead bodies.
That's a wombat.
Okay. That's a wombat.
It's a baby wombat. Look at the size of him.
The wombat digs holes under gardens. There's a book I read about a wombat.
Yeah, they tunnel. They can tunnel for miles, make little burrows and dens and things. But
Drunken
look,
Chef Barbecue, welcome to the chat.
look at this chubby faced fella. Who's he? He's long gone.
Well, when I watched that live that you brought up with the high CPM or whatever, huge difference in your body, yeah, compared to now. Katie's back. Welcome back. Yeah, the wombat story. Well, and if you haven't seen the way that Jonesy is looking great, check out what channel is it on, Jonesy?
It's that last video. I put that on tour with Radio Jonesy only because that needed a video to go out this month.
Fries and a drink. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, fries and a drink. No,
I want fries and a drink.
Actually, I had some for lunch, to be honest.
It's good potatoes. Yeah.
It's my off day today of
not worrying about it.
Yeah, I just enjoying today, having a lazy rain. The rain is back. I say that every single video because it's part of my life. You gotta it's like the beauty of the rain is that the temperature won't drop as cold as it has been. So the cloud cover holds it into a steady 11, maybe. What are we, around 10? It's going to stick around this sort of temperature all night, hopefully. And the rain will be nice to wet the ground. I was chopping wood out the back earlier on today, and I filmed a little bit of that. That's going to go in my next video, who knows when. But the ground is that wet. Just the footprints of you swinging the axe really angrily because I had one stump that didn't want to split. It was a fork, like I cut the bottom of it and it had two trees coming out of it.
Yep.
And it's not a good tree to try to split. You usually got to cut that with the saw down the middle of the
Get a
heart.
chainsaw. Yeah.
Yeah, but I thought, you know what? I'm filming this. I can get the angry man going. And I was swinging that log splitter like you'd never seen me swing it before. And it was hitting it and then bouncing back and then flying off sideways. It was very dangerous. Charlie knew to escape the area.
Mhm.
Charlie went into the studio room. He went, I ain't hanging around here. Things are like I split one. I was still angry and I put this other log on. I split it and the power of the log splitter going through it made that out they went.
Yeah.
And Charlie's going, whoa, this is dangerous.
Right. There's a lady that chops wood that keeps popping up in my phone wherever I am at. I don't remember where. I like watching her chop wood.
I quite like my lovely Mrs. Radio says she's like her YouTube channel is all about what can she looks at weird stuff, you know, what can kill you, what's dangerous to do, blah blah blah. And more people have heart attacks splitting firewood, apparently, in Australia than any other thing. So it's a very popular. She said, "Oh, you can't be splitting wood. We'll have to buy a log splitter if you're going to do that, or we'll buy it already split."
Oh, log splitters are great, but yeah, you can buy it split already.
Yeah, man. We don't burn. There's about, say, 2 months of the year that we definitely need the fire on.
Okay, good point. Yeah, how much?
Yeah, and the rest of the year we've got insulation, and that can be improved under the floor in certain spots. And we've got, and stay tuned for that content.
Future project.
I've been saying I was going to do that for this winter, and this winter's here and gone. So
Yep.
anyway, next
Well,
winter.
here in Minnesota, one of the heart attack causing things is shoveling snow.
Yeah.
'Cause people just there's a lot of reasons to it. I'm not gonna get into it, but yeah, shoveling snow causes heart attacks here.
Let me say, since I've lost these kilos from walking, and it's the best thing in the world. Like you do not believe how good walking is for you until you start doing it again. And like this all it sounds stupid, I know, walking. Of course you walk, but when I went to do some medical stuff, the doctor said, "How much walking do you do?" And I said, "Yeah, I hardly walk at all. I go to the car, I drive to the shops, I go to the car, I drive to work. I'm in the one spot at work. I jump in the car and I drive home. You know, I might drive to the shops. I walk to the. Yeah, that's me. That's as much walking as I do." He said, "Oh no, 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 no." He said that he started giving me a lecture, you know, and he said. Walking is the best thing in the world for you. He said it gets every part of your body moving. It's not hard on the joints. It's blah blah. He's giving me that spiel that the doctors give you, and I'm going, yeah. I'll start walking. I promise. You know, We've got a 2 kilometer or 2 kilometer circuit around the streets here where we can walk around the back. We go up around past the houses behind us, and it's sort of like up and down and up and down. And then you come way down just over here into the street level. Anyway, it's a 2K loop. Charlie absolutely loves it. He gets so excited to do that walk. We don't like taking him in this really wet weather that we're having at the moment. He knows exactly where his harness and his lead is. And
Calendar Cruisers is also on a weight loss journey looking for new clothes.
Whoa.
Why is it that music? What? There we go. Celebrate that.
My buttons got changed. Stupid thing. After this live, I am marking these buttons. Did you see I got 5? My little seedlings are risen. out of the tray.
Now you
Got
just gotta
five.
keep them happy.
There's five there now. Got
Right
two
on.
down.
I heard you were
Two.
gonna invest in a heat mat. It's your best friend. I have a heat mat for my
Yeah,
peppers.
I think I need it, and I could have it in here as well, and it's pretty safe. And
There's different features you can get, ones with timers, what size do you want, that kind of thing. Mine I ordered from Epic Gardening. It's the
yep.
size of a 1020 tray, and it's just on off. There's no other controls on it because I just wanted to see how it went.
And how'd it go?
Oh, I had really great germination quickly with peppers. Peppers want a hot, warm soil, 80 Fahrenheit. They like that. And in my seed starting station inside the house, I'm able to keep it 75 for sure. But the heat mat really helped give them the boost. I do keep a soil temp thermometer on hand, which I think Jonesy was going to get one for future
Yeah,
comparison.
I was, and I
Yeah.
haven't. But probably I'll do a run down there tomorrow to the big box store before. Talking about the big box store.
hmm Maybe somebody went and bought seeds or plants. What do we got? No one gave me an international seed packet tour yet. I don't know
I
what
actually
store
looked.
that's at.
It was very disappointing, but I will film it. But I went
Okay.
there.
Yeah. Katie's Kitchen. I was showing my kids how to dip fries in a Frosty the other day.
Fries in the
Sidebar.
ice cream.
Yeah. My
Wow,
daughter was really into that. Show and tell.
wrong button. Hang on.
Okay. Okay. He's going to go get something to show us. We've triggered a memory. He can do something for the show here. Now, we are going to go live again tomorrow. For those of you that haven't heard, we have great conversations planned for tomorrow as well. Same time. So make sure you tell your friends and you come back because we're going to get into some stuff with YouTube and gardening. Katie said, I had fries in a Frosty yesterday. I loved doing that as a kid. Yeah. Root beer floats are also something we've been binging after doing chores. Let's see what he's got, everybody. We've got 7 watching.
You know how you said I would not recommend a Jiffy pot to a new gardener? Well,
Yeah.
these are Jiffies.
Jiffy Grow Pots.
Have you
Oh,
seen these?
boy.
You don't like them?
Well, you're keeping them outside and correct? You seed start in a greenhouse, I guess. Maybe you're going to put them in a greenhouse. I just felt like they got moldy before they were put in the
I
ground.
froze. Can you hear me?
Now I can hear you, yes.
Okay. All right. So this is what the Tasmanian gardener was using, and he's putting these straight from there into the ground, and they were working very well for him. There was this style, which is
Which is different than what I was talking
six.
about.
That's 60 millimeters, which is 6 centimeters. You got these ones, which are called propagation peat pots.
Oh, it's just peat. Yeah.
So they're like cardboard too.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, the idea is to plant them in the pot still.
Yeah, break that little square cube off and stick that straight in the ground. Which, there's good and bad for these things because you use them once and they're gone.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas the plastic ones, you got them forever. They'll never break down.
Well, and the ones I have that are plastic have the opportunity for air root pruning and it has a great spot to have your hand to get the seedling out.
Okay, the next ones I'm going to show you were were fascinating because I'm using them at the moment, but they are starting seed pots, like. But what they
Mhm.
are is um, coconut fibers.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's a
But,
new thing lately. People talk about a lot of stuff made with coconut
but
husk.
see, you can see straight through it.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
They're very thin.
Don't be moving that around a lot.
No, no, these
It's a
are
pretty big size, too.
yeah, it's a good size. I've got a few of these out there already in the weather. But
Mm.
like on the side, they're extremely soft. There,
Yeah, like don't punch your finger through it.
no, but yeah, interesting. I thought
Katie's
I'd
Kitchen says, I like little pucks you soak in water. Really? I don't like those ones. Serena says, I think mine are Cocoa Core. Katie says, good airflow. Yeah, when they're see through like that.
if I can get warmth. Yeah, biodegradable coconut fiber pots. Yeah,
Hmm.
designed for successful propagation.
It'll be fun to experiment and do a review and show everybody if the plant makes it.
Here is another style of jiffy pot.
Grow wherever you can imagine.
And they're just a square. They're bigger than the other ones.
Okay.
So I thought I'd get a few of them just to trial and put on the channel, and then I thought I won't use them all because I'll show my little YouTube community when I go live what I've got and are they good. And I was going to ask you advice. And last but not least is just the same but smaller. But these are peat pots again. These are from a different shop. Right. These are from shiploads, which is like these are like just egg cartons. Hey, look at that.
Okay. Yeah. I like how it has the nicks in it, the holes.
Yeah. But they're just like an egg carton.
Yeah.
Anyway, so there's got a little stack of them. I've already
Oh,
used
yeah.
a stack of them already.
You have a pretty good idea of what you're wanting to grow for your gardening season. It sounds like
That's right.
shiploads.
Yes, but the locals call this place. They take the P out and replace that letter with another.
Mm.
You buy,
Mm-hmm.
you buy lots of stuff there.
Use your imagination, kids. Yeah, Katie's Kitchen says, I wish I still had my garden.
I love. Well, you know what? Surprise! It's my wife says to me now. You spend more time in that garden than you do in here with me. Like I get that comment now. So that shows you
Oh.
how much time I'll come home from work. I'll
Get
come
her a
home. This
nice chair to watch you garden outside.
all right. I come home from work. I put my keys and my wallet in their places they go. I change my boots into my gardening shoes. And she said, what are you doing? I said, I'm going up to the greenhouse to check everything. And she said, you spend more time with them plants than you do with me. And I went, well, these plants don't talk to me. I got to talk to them.
Oh, well, you know,
I got to talk to them. Yeah.
valid point.
I walk in. I say, how's my little children going today? And they all smile at me and they go, yes, they're going well. And
Brush
I
your
got a
hand
great
against
point
them
tomorrow.
all. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got a great point for tomorrow's conversation about what we're going to talk about. Where chat, the guy went to chat for information, and they said it's fine to do what you're going to do because that's how it's done, and he did it, and that you'll
The
find out
result.
all about this. Oh
Yeah.
man, it
Okay.
was a
That'll be fun.
yeah, yep. And
We'll
so
make
therefore,
sure.
yeah, somebody who had 46,000 subscribers. and 500 videos, over 500 videos, and it's all gone. But you'll hear about that tomorrow.
Yes, so stay subscribed, stay tuned. Make sure you notify me on tomorrow's live. We are towards the end of this one, and we are
Yeah,
happy to have so many people today here. It's been great.
it's use of the form. It's great. And yeah, we're going to wind these up at an hour and a half. We've got lots to talk about, and we can talk about that tomorrow at the same time, which is 2 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard, which is just all right for Sean. If he's still here, he'll be able to do his live at midday and have a bit of time off, and then come into this. Shawnee, you're going to be doing stuff before this, I'm assuming, tomorrow?
I am going to be in a chat, possibly on a panel over at a channel called South Florida Sunshine Tropicals. And then I will be here at 11 p.m. Central in Minnesota time.
All right. So we haven't rehearsed this, Shawnee, but I've got this new saying. It is.
You have a saying now.
Yeah, well, you know how you say you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, we'll talk about this off air, and I've got this new line to finish our shows with. And
you want to be the last one to talk, saying
no. I'll go. This is the way we'll do it, but we'll do that tomorrow. We'll be a bit more professional tomorrow. So, Katie's in the kitchen. Thank you very much for coming in. Serena, you're an absolute legend with your jokes, and I told one of three. I'll be reading the chat. Lazy days ahead. Yeah, they you can win some stuff there, and they're nice people. I'll just say that they're wonderful people. I'd love to meet them one day, to be honest. And everyone else I've missed. Everyone else is in there. My zucchini is producing. That's wonderful. Zucchini. Do you eat much zucchini?
Mm-mm.
I don't.
Nope. I tried. I really tried last year. I grew a Magda zucchini, so it's a lighter green versus the darker green. And the only way I liked it was caramelizing it and stuffing it inside of a soup so that you didn't even know it was in there.
Grow every day in every way, but definitely grow. Yeah, no.
Grow what you eat.
Oh yeah, grow what you eat. Definitely. And that's the thing. My garden's going to be the things that we're going to eat: potatoes, onions, capsicum,
yes,
carrots, the standards. Like just get them in, get them out. And no one in the house eats radish except for me, but I'm growing radish.
My kids said they really loved growing radish. They don't eat the radish, guys. I'm like, why is radish your favorite thing to grow? Well, it's so fast and it's right there and I get to pull it out of the ground. The root crops are the kids' favorite.
Yeah. It would be too, but I've always, my parents have always grown. My parents have always.
Pause for dramatic effect.
Hang on. I'm going to.
So over on Shawnee Grows,
yes,
we have videos coming out Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So this week we are talking about the garlic harvest, the onion harvest, and how that went. We are working on a mulch project. I was able to get some organic wheat straw mulch laid down. We had to tackle some things after a windstorm. We're trying to get ready for the fall garden season and planting all of our cold crops. So we are working every day, and it's going to get hot next week again, actually. So then it will be survival mode. We have noticed a new pest today at the garden. So here's Jonesy.
Everything's fine. Charlie had something he shouldn't have had, and that's all been sorted.
Okay, great. So make sure you guys come back around.
Yeah, come back tomorrow if you can. If you can't, we'll see you on the next live or in the next video. Thank you again, Shawnee, for giving me your time and spending it here with some wonderful people and helping me on my journey to the 4K, which is what I'm out and about doing. But I'm definitely going to have that time slot on a Saturday. I think I'm going to lock that in forever. If I'm not anywhere else, I'm going to do my walk in the morning, come home and relax a bit, do a bit of filming, maybe go to the shops, come home, sit down, go live. That's what my plans are for my Saturdays now. So, and if you haven't seen me in the walk, go to On Tour with Radio Jonesy. You'll see a old bloke getting overtaken by a lady pushing a pram with a couple of kids. And that was fun. All right. Thanks, everyone. I'll see you all later. And thank you again, Shawnee.
Grow every day in every way.